Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of MVU Thunderbird Hockey here on Northwest Access TV. I'm Morgan Stanton, joined alongside by the great Win Parody. Again, not the...
You make me sound like a magician.
You are. Everything you do is magic.
The only thing I make disappear is hamburgers.
Well, Win, we're back for some playoff hockey here as the number 6 seeded MVU Thunderbirds welcome in the number 11 seed Woodstock Wasps for the playdown portion of the playoffs. Both teams hitting the ice. You can tell they're ready to go in this one.
Yeah, and I like the way, you say a number 6 against a number 11, well, give number 6 the win. No, it isn't how you did in December and January. It's what have you done for me lately kind of thing. Okay, MVU and their last 3 games, they lost to Milton 6-2, lost 9-3 to Harwood, and tied Burlington 4-4. The thing about that is they gave up 19 goals in 3 games. That's not how you want to go into the playoffs. Now you look at Woodstock on the other hand, and they lost 2-1 to a very good Brattleboro team. They lost 4-1 to Spalding. Spalding is the second best team in Division 1. And then they just beat Stowe 7-0. So the way these teams are playing defense, don't count Woodstock out in this one, because they seem to be going this way and MVU might be going down the other way. But every game is different, and it depends on how they start and the bounce of the puck and all that stuff.
Well, exactly how you mentioned it. It does not matter your record throughout the season. That goes all out the window. Everybody is starting with a fresh slate here because anything can happen in the playoffs, and we have seen that in the past.
Oh, certainly.
But this Woodstock team is looking to come into Highgate to make a statement here in the playdown portion of this playoffs.
Yeah, and as I say, they're doing the right things. If they're giving up 7-8 goals a game, then you say, well, boy, I really favor MVU. But to give up, 8 goals in 3 games, I always had a barometer. You want to give up 3 goals or less, and you want to score 3 goals or more. And Woodstock is doing that, and MVU, unfortunately, and it's been that way all year. When they look back at the season, they say, what could we have done better? They gave up too many goals. Then how do you correct it? Well, that's another story, but they just gave up too many goals. And if you have to score 6-8 goals to win a game, you ain't going to win very many games. So,
for Woodstock, one of the stories here tonight, the senior Kyle Costales was forward the last time we saw him in this building. He has dropped back to defense, so they're going to run 2 pairs of defensemen in this game, and he's really a person that you want to watch out for on the ice, and someone MVU has to mark up here tonight.
And I think it's the same deal with Costales as it is with
AJ Dennett.
AJ Dennett.
I knew where you were going.
Yeah. But, he might be able to have a little more freedom back there. Certainly shots from the point will favor him because he can move around. And, again, Woodstock did it for a reason. And AJ remained on defense, even though the defenseman had come back. So I think Adam thought, well, he's helping us more there than he will up front. And I think maybe the Woodstock's the same thing. Costales might be more value to his team. And thing we didn't mention with AJ, he gets to play every other shift. When you're on the line, you play every 3rd shift.
Right.
Costales, I see they're pretty short-handed, so maybe he was playing every other shift anyways. But you want your best players on the ice as much as you can get them. And with AJ and Costales playing defense, I think it works out for him.
Now, on the other side for MVU, the line that they started with at the beginning of the season for the top line, Ryan LaRoche, Maddox Gagne, and Matten Connolly, those 3 are back together for this playoff game and will be filling in that top spot for MVU. The chemistry between those 3 had been very good throughout the season. They hit that rough part in the middle of the season. Adam kind of switched things up a little bit, but seeing those 3 back together, I think that's a line that Woodstock is going to have to fear.
I think so, and they're very skilled players, and particularly Maddox Gagne with Ryan LaRoche. I mean, I watched them play in Bantams, and they just know what each other is doing. So. And that's a good thing, especially when you're down low in the corner. You have an idea of where you can throw the puck and throw it to your man, the guy on your team. When you don't play together, people do different things, so you don't know exactly where they are.
Well, spring-like temperatures outside. It was about 40 degrees when I pulled in. It's not 40 degrees in here, I can tell you that. So always glad to have both pairs of mittens handy on me to keep me warm in this one. Before we get going, we want to take a moment to thank our community sponsors that make all of our live sports coverage possible. Splish Splash Clean and Clear, Northwestern Rehab Services, Notch Vermont, My Healthy Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, Stones Auto Repair, St. Albans and East Fairfield, and the Collins Furley Sports and Fitness Center. And once again, as always, if your business would like to help sponsor all of our live coverage, reach out to Paul Snyder at northwestaccess.tv or call 802-782-8676. We're going to kick it down to ice level for the starting lineups, national anthem, and drop of the puck in that order. So don't go anywhere right here on Northwest Access TV. We'll be right back.
On school-sponsored activities. This is especially true with respect to a person's race, gender, sexual orientation, religion, national origin, ethnic differences, or disability. Any violation in the arena will result in game stoppages, ejections, or forfeits. Let's work together to ensure a positive, supportive, and healthy learning environment for everyone involved, and have a great game. Thank you for your cooperation, and now for this afternoon's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Woodstock Wasps, in goal, number 1, Dominic Palazzo. At defense, number 5, Kyle Costello. Also at defense, number 20, Ben Hensling. At center, number 11, Cole Little. At left wing, number 6, Marshall Somerville. At right wing, number 8, Ian Coates. The Woodstock Wasps are coached by John Chamberlain and assisted by Eli Chenoweth and Trevor White. And now for your Missisquoi Valley Thunderbirds. In goal, number 1, Andrew Forner. At defense, number 13, Lucian Gilbert. Also in defense, number 16, AJ Bennett. At center, number 9, Bo Reynolds. At left wing, number 10, Wyatt Belrose. And at right wing, number 6, Ian Messier. The Thunderbirds are coached by Adam Fortin, assisted by Brian Fortin, Jeremy Bushy, and Colin Fior. Officiating this afternoon's game, we have Jerry Burnett and Dave Connery. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask if you can to please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem, performed by MVU student Sorrel Casperson.
Ooh.
just about set for action here from Highgate. We're going to go over the starting lineups first for the visiting Woodstock Wasps. Starting on defense, a couple of seniors, Ben Runstein and Kyle Costales. Starting up front at center ice will be Cole Little, flanked by Marshall Somerville and Ian Coates. And starting in goal on the lonely end of the ice in the island of blue paint will be Dominic Palazzo. On the opposite side for MVU, starting on defense, will be Lucian Gilbert. His defensive partner tonight will be A.J. Dennett. Starting up front will be the second line of Bo Reynolds, Wyatt Belrose, and Ian Messier, the freshman, getting the nod here from Coach Adam Fortin. And starting in goal in the island of blue paint will be the freshman Andrew Fournier, who has an 86.6 save percentage this season, letting up a few more goals towards the end of the season. He's given up about 4 per game, but this team, at this point in the season, has to do the things that they have been working on all season long, but they have to do it tonight because tonight is where the rubber meets the road. Playoff hockey, there is no tomorrow.
No, and Andrew, MVU has got to limit the shots and scoring chances. You give up 4 or 5 goals a game, the goalie. No, it's not necessarily the goalie. It's the team playing in front of him. So tonight, I'd like to see MVU really limit the shots. If they can hold Woodstock to, say, 20 shots or less, that would be pretty good. But they've been giving up, in the 30 to 40 range, and we saw them play Burlington. They gave up 50. So, that's what they have to do. They have to play defense from Andrew all the way out. It's got to be defense first.
Well, Win, it's good to be back up in the box. I've been sick for about feels like a month or so it's good to be back up here in the box. We are underway. Gilbert inside his own blue line throws that one out to neutral ice, delayed offside. That one's waved off. Messier throws it towards the blue line, turned over there. 14:46 left first period. Wasp trying to come through center ice. Messier takes a bump there from Harriman. He'll get that one into the zone, and he'll patrol the blue line. 14:37 left first period. Long lead pass going to miss everybody. That'll go all the way down for icing. So we'll get our first stoppage of play. 27 seconds old here in this first period. Faceoff's going to come all the way back down inside MVU territory.
And on that play, you notice when they came into the Wasp zone, there was 5 guys back here. Defense first.
At this point in the season, absolutely a shot on goal. That one was off the stick of Somerville, stick to side by Fournier. A good shot off the draw from the Wasps. Right out to center ice. Now as Connolly tries to get that one towards the blue line. Gagne throws it into the offensive zone. Connolly on the near side of the ice gets that one down deep, looking for Gagne down low. 14:15 left first period. Puck on the near side of the ice. Taken here by Coates. Throws a centering pass now to Somerville, who's through center ice and over the blue line. Somerville with a backhanded pass towards Little in the center of the ice. He still has possession of the puck. Takes a shot. That one sticked up and out of play. With 14:02 left first period, and the Wasps getting into the zone very quickly with some good passing through neutral ice.
Yep, and again, they had a man open, maybe not wide open, but boy, that second defenseman has got to pick him up. He cannot let that man get a puck.
Allegretti will settle in to take the draw in against Reynolds, who wins that one back to Dennett. Harriman down low, getting that one on the far side of the ice now. 13:54 left first period. Pinching down from the blue line was Costales. He keeps that one alive. He has the puck on the far blue line. Costales whips a shot on goal. That still loose. It's in the back of the net. Score! Reese Harriman puts it by Fournier. And just like that, the Wasps lead 1-0 with 13:44 left first period.
Not a good start defensively for MVU. That man was standing on the end of that post, and he took 2 whacks at it. No.
You have to clear the front of the net, and Fournier made the initial stop from the shot from Costales from the point, but couldn't find the rebound.
Yep, and the man was standing on the far post, poked at it a couple times, pretty soon it went in.
MVU trails 1-0 here, less than 2 minutes old in this first period. Got to see how they'll respond here as Coates off the opening draw here takes the puck, gains the red line. He'll get that one down deep. Chasing in after this one is Renadet. He's beat there by Somerville, who tries to get the puck towards the center of the ice. 13.5 minutes left first period. Somerville losing it there. Gagne with a pass out towards Connolly. That one's cut out by Little. Little losing the puck there. Puck just inside the Wasp blue line. Punched out to neutral ice, where it's gathered here by Coates. Little into the offensive zone. Takes a bump there. Still has the puck on the near side of the ice. Whips a shot on goal. That one stick to side by Fournier. MVU trying to clear the zone. Still having trouble getting it out as Renadet has it on his stick. Gagne through center ice. gains the red line, gets that one down deep. Palazzo has to play that one as it's banked off the dasher out to the front of the net. 13 minutes left here, first period. LaRush in the middle of the ice takes a shot on goal that hit a stick in front and went off harmlessly behind the net. Welch now behind his own net. Beck Welch with the puck, still bangs the pass off the boards. It's held in by Renadette at the blue line. Welch trying to get that one out. Puck back out to center ice as Gover collects at neutral ice. Gets that one into the offensive zone and starts the cycle here for MVU. Centering pass here. Gover has it down below the red line. Looking out in front for Carter White. Puck at the blue line. Dennett gets that one back down deep. Welch throwing it towards the blue line. Puck escapes the zone, so MVU has to tag up with 12:22 left first period. Puck on the near side of the ice. Gilbert throwing a backhanded pass towards the center of the ice, but it's skated out here by Cole Little. Little, the freshman, in over the blue line, takes a backhanded shot, sticked aside by Fournier. White now moving from a defensive position back up to offense. Here for this playoff game, he got that one down deep with 12 minutes left first period. MVU turning the puck over at the blue line as Harriman was patrolling the blue line, not allowing MVU to get out cleanly, and Costales throws it right back down deep. 11:50 left first period. Dennett deep inside his own zone. Takes a bump there from Harriman. Punches that puck out to neutral ice, but the Wasps throw it right back into the offensive zone. Not much offense coming from this team, from this MVU team. They're having a hard time getting any kind of breakout passes going towards neutral ice.
They can't get it past the neutral zone.
Turnover here. Costales in the middle of the ice, now bringing it to the near side of the ice. MVU, all they can do is get it out of the zone. Roylance inside his own defensive end, banking a pass off the boards towards neutral ice. MVU has to tag up as that second line of Reynolds, Messier, and Belrose is back out there for MVU. Reynolds just inside his own blue line. Looking for a pass off the boards to Connolly. That one's going to miss everybody, go all the way down. We'll get another stoppage play with 11:06 left first period. Faceoff's going to come all the way back down inside Thunderbird territory.
Right idea on that pass, a little bit off on the angles. But MVU has got to, if they can't carry it in, they better start dumping it in. And the LaRush line did have a little bit of pressure, a little bit of zone time, but other than that, they have had very little.
Icing the call once again, so the faceoff's going to come all the way back down inside MVU territory and will be to the right of Fournier.
I don't have MVU down for a shot yet.
That's about right.
I got Woodstock at 5.
I think we can count on one hand the amount of times that MVU has touched the puck in the offensive zone so far. But, you know, it's those breakout passes from the defensive end that are killing them right now. Connolly into the offensive zone, working on Roylance there, turning the puck over in the center of the ice. As Costales backhands a clearing attempt. Renadette will be the first one there, collecting inside his own defensive end. Snaps a pass right to the blue line. Connolly just inside his own blue line. Gets that one up to LaRush. LaRush in over the blue line into the offensive zone. Connolly on the near side of the ice, looking for a pass out in front. Gagne was posted up in front. Puck back to the point. Renadette has it there. Takes a shot. That one all the way through. Held on. No rebound given up as Palazzo on his first opportunity makes a save. 10:25 left first period. MVU still trails 1-0.
That was down. He caught it down low, and it almost went through his pads.
I saw the knob of his stick back there. I thought that was the puck that came through. But that's a good start for MVU, getting a shot from the point, and all three forwards crashing. Dennett with a shot that hit a body in front, goes off harmlessly behind the net. Runstein deep inside his own zone, trying to get that one towards the blue line. Harriman throws it the rest of the way out as Dennett has to collect inside his own defensive end. Bank pass off the boards, missing Belrose, but Messier turning the puck over at center ice. Now it's gathered here by Maxim. Maxim gets that one down deep to the far side. Dennett will be the first one there with 10 minutes left first period. Long lead pass taken here by Beck Welch inside his own blue line, centering a pass there as Messier comes back with numbers. Just had that one poked out of his reach.
That's a hand pass.
Boy, Messier just had that one on his stick, and had he been able to reach that one, it was a 2-on-1 coming back the other way.
Exactly. And again, you got to have some puck luck, and so far MVU hasn't had any, but they haven't really given themselves much chance to have puck luck.
I mean, just over 5 minutes into this first period. Faceoff's going to come back inside Wasp territory. The rush will settle in to take the draw against Little. LaRush winning that one off to the side. It's backhanded out by Costales. Gathered here by Nick Bissett inside his own zone. 9:43 left first period. That pass misses everybody as Connolly can't get a piece of that one. Icing will be the call once again. We'll come back down for an offensive zone draw here for the Wasps.
That's not a bad idea if Connolly could have touched that. That way you want to get the puck behind Woodstock defense. And so far they haven't been able to carry it past them, but that one right there would have got it behind them, then they can go on to the forecheck.
The majority of the scoring chances that MVU has had this season has developed from below the red line.
Yeah.
They aim to get that puck down deep and then look for the feeder passes out to the house area, as you call it, in front of the net. They just are missing on their outlet passes. Gagne's shot, that one's going to go up and out of play. 9:24 left first period. We'll set up for an offensive zone draw here for MVU, but it's just those passes aren't connecting right now.
That was a pretty good entry, though. They crisscross, and if there's anything that will confuse the defense, is to have you guys crisscross in front of you, because you don't know who has the puck. And Gagne waited either too long or not long enough to shoot, and it was blocked.
White wins that one back. King gets it back up to the point. Shot blocked in front. Punched ahead here by Reese Harriman. He has the lone goal here in this game. Harriman in over the blue line. Takes a shot on goal. Paddled aside by Fournier and off into the far corner. 9:09 left first period. Wasps leading 1-0. White inside his own blue line. Takes a hit there from Harriman. He'll get that one back down deep. Dennett has to go off his stick. He has to collect deep inside his own zone behind his own net. 8:56 left first period. MVU still having trouble getting out of their own zone. White turning the puck over at neutral ice. Bodies banging at neutral ice. That one's thrown into the offensive zone. Icing will be the call once again as MVU can't gain the red line. We'll get another stoppage of play with 8:45 left first period.
That was kind of a confusing play for AJ. He usually doesn't do that. I don't know if he tried to throw it on goal, but he was way on the other side of the red line.
Credit to this Woodstock team, though. They are stacking the blue line.
Oh,
the forwards are stacking the blue line and making it almost impossible to get out with passes.
That's why you have to chip it in.
MVU trying to get out of their own zone now as Costales has it there. Turning the puck over just inside his own blue line as Messier gets that one down deep. Chasing in after this one is Belrose. Tries a centering pass, but it was cut out nicely by Declan Roylance. Puck at the blue line. Glove down by Renadette. He'll punch that one back down deep into the far corner. 8:25 left first period. Costales gets that one towards the blue line. Held in there by MVU. Shot on goal. Good save by Palazzo. As Reynolds let that one go. Reynolds centering pass, trying to get that one back towards the blue line. Held in just outside the blue line by Messier as he couldn't get there in time. But a good opportunity by MVU. Little through center ice now, in over the blue line. Cole Little on the near side of the ice, snaps a shot on goal. That hit a body in front and goes harmlessly off behind the net. 7:55 left first period. Costales gets that one back down deep. Chased in after now by Somerville. Puck on the near side of the ice. MVU going to whip that the length of the ice. We'll get another icing call with 7:45 left first period.
That would look like more of a desperation clearing. I mean, there wasn't anybody pressuring him. I don't know. Don't get nervous, guys.
No, you're still, I mean, you're not even halfway through this first period. There's a lot of hockey left.
But
they're playing with a sense of urgency right now that you got to take the air out of the room for just a second.
Yeah.
Face off one back by MVU. They'll clear the zone. Another icing.
On that play, on that face off, it goes over to Dennett. It is automatic that he throws it around the boards. So it's up to the job of the right wing to be there. Why they weren't there, I don't know. But of course, Dennett, when he clears the puck, he clears the puck. So
it's like a shot on goal for him every time. There's a lot of steam coming off of that stick every time that young man lets go of the puck. Dennett in front of his own net, still has possession of the puck. Backhands a pass out, looking for Gagne and over the blue line. Gagne cutting towards the center of the ice. Grabbed by Palazzo. Puck still loose. That one's going to be thrown out by the Wasps. Icing will be the call as Gagne went awkwardly into the boards.
Somebody should get an interference penalty here.
Arm stayed down the entire time. Both defensemen came over. Welch and Runstein both came over to take Gagne out of the play. Palazzo barely got his glove on the puck. But a good hard-nosed play there from Max Gagne.
It was, and I don't think there should have been a penalty, but It looked like the arm went up, but I guess it didn't.
Bissett on the near side of the ice gets that one over to Messier. Backhanded pass towards the blue line. Taken away here by MVU. Belrose in over the blue line. Backhanding that one towards the goal. Looking for Reynolds in the center of the ice. 6:46 left first period. That one's going to hit the roof. So we'll get another stoppage of play. Faceoff's going to remain inside Wasp territory. And a very important faceoff here with 6:45 left here in this first period.
Yep. And, chipping the puck high in the air toward the goalie, that's not a bad play.
No.
Because there's a lot of confusion, and you don't know who's going to grab it, and it didn't work that time, but
that puck luck, as you mentioned. Costales out to neutral ice, has the puck on his stick. Costales into the offensive zone, still with the puck on his stick, takes a shot. That one whistled just wide. Puck at the blue line now as Roy Lance keeps that one in on the near side. Gets that one back down deep. Costales down below the red line. He loses it there. Gilbert with a defensive pass over to his defensive partner. Turnover there as Little was patrolling right by the faceoff dot. Dennett throws that one back into the corner towards the blue line, held in by Kyle Costales. His pass attempt towards the goal hits off a leg. Foot race to the puck. It's gathered here by Roy Lance. Most effort I've seen so far from this MVU team has come from Maddox Gagne, who has been buzzing all over the ice.
He plays a good game, good hard-nosed game.
Quick pass right to the blue line. Gagne right back into the offensive zone. Harassed by 3 Wasps as he has the puck taken away from him. Delayed offside. Roy Lance has it there. D-to-D pass over to Costales, who snaps the pass up ice. Now to Somerville. In over the blue line. Somerville has it on his backhand. Drops it off there. Turned over there as Bruzy was cutting towards the center of the ice. He gets his first shift of the night as that one's thrown right back in by Woodstock with 5.5 minutes left first period. MVU trying to break out of their own zone. Bruzy with a backhanded pass towards the blue line, turned it over there. Offside will be the call as White picked that one just up on the bad side of the blue line. And Sullivan King was just ahead of the play. 5:20 left first period. Faceoff's going to come back outside the Wasp territory. White will settle in to take the draw in against Allegretti. Allegretti wins that one back to Runstein, who's inside his own blue line. Snaps that one. No glass there. That goes into the bench. 5:16 left first period.
If you're going to hit it off the glass, that ain't the place to hit it. But
he was only off by about a foot. So we'll set up. These two are going to do it again. Carter White and Reed Allegretti. Puck on the near side of the ice. Bissett keeps that one alive. Throws a shot on goal. That one just went wide. Bernadette holding it in there. Gets that one back down deep to the opposite side. King will be the first one there. Pinching that one down below the red line. Allegretti throwing it back up towards the blue line. Held in by Nick Bissett. We're under 5 minutes left first period. Bruzy on the far side of the ice. Gains possession of the puck. Centering pass. King takes a shot. Good save by Palazzo as he got the pads on the ice. A good shot from the high slot from Sullivan King. 4:45 left first period, and that's MVU's greatest chance so far in this one.
There was another good chance. He almost White almost deflected that toward the net.
Icing will be the call as it's dumped the length of the ice. 4:34 left first period, and the best chance of the night for MVU belongs to Sullivan King.
Yeah, he got Bruzy set him up from the boards here, and King, for some reason, was standing all by himself. He didn't have anybody within 8 feet of him. And Palazzo made a great save.
Reynolds takes the draw against Little. He wins that one back. Costales whips a pass towards the far blue line. It escapes the zone. Denon will be the first one there. 4:24 left first period. Somerville harassing him at the blue line. Dennett still has possession of the puck. He'll gain the red line, get that one back down deep on Palazzo, who sticks that one off into the corner. Belrose overskates that one just a little bit as Little tried to get that one out for the Wasps. Reynolds at the blue line has that pass go underneath his stick. 4:05 left first period. Puck just inside the blue line. Cross ice pass. Belrose can't catch that one at the far blue line. MVU hemmed up at neutral ice with 3:54 left first period. Dennett into the offensive zone, throws that one up and out of play, so we'll get another stoppage of play with 3:51 left here first period. Woodstock still leading 1-0.
I was just about to say, the Woodstock players on that rush were all between their blue line and the red line. You got to get it behind them, and Dennett tried that, but fortunately he hit some guy in the Woodstock bench. But get the puck behind your defense.
Connolly pinches that one into the offensive zone. Puck at neutral ice. LaRoche leaving it there. Gagne tried a backhanded pass looking for Connolly. It finally connects with him, but he turns it over at the blue line with 3.5 minutes left first period. Renedette just inside his own blue line, snapping a pass towards the far blue line. That's going to miss everybody. Icing will be the call once again. 3.5 minutes left first period. We'll set up for another offensive zone draw for the Wasps.
I don't know how many icings the MVU T-Birds have had, but it's too many. I know he was trying to bank a pass off to his left wing, but
at some point that can't be the attack, because it's not working to this point.
No,
you have to, as you mentioned, get to the red line and get that puck deep. Slap shot from the point, makes it all the way through. Costales let that one go from the far point. Fournier able to make the save.
That was the first shot for Woodstock in quite a while. They've got 7 now. I got MVU at 3.
Costales with another slap shot from the point. Turned over here. Here comes Ryan LaRoche. LaRoche into the offensive zone. Gets it over to Connolly in the center of the ice. Wheeling around. Backhanded pass. That one was just roofed a little bit too high. 3:11 left first period. Big hit there as Bissett took Harriman out of the play.
What did
Net
that?
came off. I believe the net came off down here.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, why are they blowing the whistle?
Faceoff should go back out to center ice with 3:06 left first period.
Another great setup in the middle. It just Connolly couldn't. He's in a little bit too deep.
Well, and a lot of patience shown there to catch the pass, but to have the presence of mind to spin back towards the net instead of just trying to wheel a pass towards the net. You gain possession, and you got a pretty good scoring chance out of it.
Yep.
Somerville will take the draw in against Reynolds, and Somerville wins that one back to Runstein. He gains the red line, gets that one down deep. Fournier sticks it off into the corner. Somerville, the first one there, gets that one back down deep for the Wasps. Coming back to get this one is Bo Reynolds. Over to Messier on the near side of the ice, hemmed down deep inside his own zone. He'll get that one over to the far side of the ice now as Dennett tries to escape his own zone. Woodstock once again making it difficult at the blue line. 2:40 left first period. Little through center ice. Hemmed up at the blue line, but maintains possession of the puck. Centering pass, shot, score! Kyle Costales on the doorstep puts Woodstock up 2-0 with 2:34 left first period.
It was a 2-on-1 down low, and the defenseman committed to the shooter. And your job as a defenseman when it's a 2-on-1 is to take away the pass. And that didn't happen. And credit Woodstock, they took advantage. But let the goalie worry about the puck carrier. Make sure you can't pass it across the crease.
Kyle Costales, the senior, puts Woodstock up 2-0. We're under 2.5 minutes left first period. MVU will get that one down deep. Chasing in after this one is Gagne. Gagne takes a bump there. Connolly, the first one there. He takes a shot from Little as bodies are starting to fly all over the ice. LaRoche now on the far side of the ice. He'll get that one down deep, starting the cycle for MVU. Gagne deep below the red line, now on the near side of the ice, 2:05 left first period. Turns that one over just inside the blue line, but Gagne has it there. With a pass over to Connolly, cut out nicely by Kyle Costales. Costales deep inside his own zone, takes a bump for his troubles behind the net and leaves it there for Coates. Throwing a pass towards the center of the ice, Little able to escape the zone. Costales skating in after this one, gains the red line, he'll get that one down deep. 1:40 left first period. Puck on the near side of the ice as Connolly comes back inside his own defensive end to gather that one. Cross ice pass now to Gagne. Up ice, LaRoche takes a shot. Palazzo comes out of his blue paint to shovel that one off to the side. Runstein deep inside his own zone. MVU able to keep it alive there momentarily. Once again, Runstein with a pass towards the blue line, turning it over there as Renedette gets that one down deep, and puck is now on the near side of the ice. White starts the attack for MVU, gets that one down into the far corner. Puck pops out towards the front of the net. Palazzo comes, puts the trapper on that one. We'll get a stoppage to play with 1:08 left first period. Woodstock leading 2-0.
Really like to see MVU get one in this last minute. It would make a world of difference going into the locker room.
White winning that one back towards the point. Slap shot from the point. That one hit a body in front. White trying to dig that one towards the center of the net. King getting involved on the offensive end. Puck at the blue line. 3-on-1 developing here. Coming up ice now is Maxim. Maxim has the puck on the near side of the ice. Takes a shot. That one was off the outside of the cage. Maxim gets his own rebound. Looking for a pass out in front. We're under 60 ticks of the clock left first period. Shot on goal. Fournier able to get a piece of that one. 42 seconds left first period. Wasp right back up ice now with Harriman, who's in over the blue line. Harriman making a move at the blue line, takes a bump for his troubles, and is taken here. Good stick lift on the backside by Reed Allegretti, not allowing MVU to exit the zone cleanly. Turnover here. Allegretti into the offensive zone, takes a shot, score! Reed Allegretti puts Woodstock up 3-0 with 23 seconds left first period, and I'm at a loss for words.
Yep.
When
defenseman left his feet, and when you leave your feet, you better make sure you get the puck. He didn't get the puck. That's a real dagger right there. Woodstock seems to be doing everything right, and MVU seems to be doing a lot of things wrong.
Face-off one back by the Wasp. Runstein will be the first one there. Gets that one towards the near side of the ice. Punched ahead here by Little. 2-on-1 developing here. Little gets it towards the center of the ice as Somerville was cutting towards the net. 7 seconds left first period. Woodstock not done. Somerville in the center of the ice gets it to his backhand. 2 seconds. Shot from the point. Won't make it through, and Woodstock is going to leave the first period up 3-0 in an absolute offensive display here from the Woodstock Wasps.
And MVU did, I guess it's the same story we've talked about on different games. Some games we don't talk about it, but they just make too many mistakes. And the most of the mistakes they made this time was the defenseman not covering the person either on a 2-on-1 or in this last case, going down. I know you go down to try to stop the cross-ice pass, but I guess you have to look back at that last goal. Why was it a 3-on-1? Because the defenseman pinched over here and didn't have any help. The game is not out of hand. You don't do things like that. I don't know. It's very, very discouraging for a coach like myself who said defense first. It seems like MVU, they think offense first or something. I don't know.
Well, and at this point in the season, you're it's not how many goals you put up. It's how many goals you prevent.
You give up, yeah.
And it has to defense first when it hits playoff time. And yeah, it's the recipe wasn't working in the first period for MVU.
Nope.
Too many turnovers in the neutral ice, and credit to Woodstock. They capitalized on every single opportunity that they saw.
And I thought Woodstock looked a step quicker. Not the whole time, but overall I thought Woodstock was a little quicker team now. Can they keep it up second and third period? They got a short bench. They're only running 2 lines. MVU's running, 2 3/4. I mean, the third line gets out there occasionally. So, again, I think you just have to go back to the drawing board and say, okay, boys, we can't give up any more. I know we can score 3 goals against this team. We did it before. But we cannot afford to give up a 4th or 5th goal. And in order to do that, we cannot be pinching at this point in the game anyways, when we know we're not going to get the puck and Woodstock breaks out 3-on-1. That's a killer. Yeah. I had Woodstock for 10 shots and MVU for 4. I'll have to check with my man down here and see what the official count was, but it was somewhere in there. And MVU had some chances, but Palazzo was up to the task and didn't give any rebounds. So we'll see what second period brings.
It's one of those things, too, where MVU, you have 30 minutes of hockey left. There's a lot of hockey left
certainly
to be played. And what you can't have is the frustration. Towards the end of that period, you saw guys taking a run at a Woodstock player. You're down 3-0 in the first period.
You need the puck.
You cannot make yourself go shorthanded.
Yeah.
Because if you start taking penalties at this point in the game, the road becomes a lot harder than it is.
Yeah.
The mountain is getting bigger right now. 3-0, that's a big mountain to overcome. But it's not something that this team is not accustomed to overcoming.
Yeah.
They're used to being down.
Yeah.
And if there's any team that can do it, this team has proven that they can come back from a deficit.
Yeah. But just one example, and there was a lot of them. Defenseman for Woodstock, chipped it up from the circle up. Gagne and LaRoche ran into him. Okay, you've just taken 2 guys out. You need the puck at this point. You don't need to hit a guy. You need the puck.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Different mentality, I guess.
Well, before we take a break, we want to take a moment to thank our community sponsors that make all of our live sports coverage possible. Splish Splash Clean and Clear, Northwestern Rehab Services, Notch Vermont, My Healthy Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, Stones Auto Repair, St. Albans and East Fairfield, and the Collins Burley Sports and Fitness Center. And once again, as always, if you would like to sponsor all of our live coverage, reach out to Paul Snyder at northwestaccess.tv or call 802-782-8676. Now, we'd also like to take an opportunity to thank Northwestern Counseling and Support Services and the Afterglow Foundation. These 2 organizations have been working to prevent suicide deaths in our community. If you are concerned about yourself or a loved one, there are people in our community that can help. Reach out to NCSS 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on its confidential emergency services line at 802-524-6554. Then press 1. Or you can always call or text 988. 1 call, 1 text, or 1 chat could save a life. After 1 period of play, Woodstock leads MVU 3-0. We'll be back with the second period of action right here on Northwest Access TV. Don't go anywhere. We're back live here on Northwest Access TV. If you're just joining us, the Woodstock Wasps put up 3 unanswered goals against MVU in this first period. They enter the second period with that score and just an offensive outpouring from this Wasp team. And they, from the opening draw, they looked like they wanted to be here.
Yeah, and they took advantage of their chances. I can't really say they had a lot of other chances to score, but they had a couple of odd man rushes they scored on. One was a down low 2-on-1, and the last goal was a 3-on-1 from this blue line. And then the first goal was the guy standing on the post, and he poked in the rebound. So they're getting goals the right way. It isn't like they had a bunch of fluky goals. No, they earned them.
And, you know, and even when they didn't have possession of the puck, they were doing everything that they could to make sure MVU did not have possession of the
Exactly.
puck.
They were picking people up, and they did a great job of clogging up the neutral zone.
Yep.
That's why I say they have to. MVU has to figure out a way to get the puck behind their defensemen, because MVU's best chances came when they were working the puck from down below the goal line and doing a little bit of cycling and getting some guys open in front. And they had 2 or 3 really good chances to score. But Palazzo, as soon as the puck came on, it didn't go anywhere. Maybe he's wearing glue or something over there. I don't know.
So MVU trailing in this one. But again, it is not over. They have 30 minutes of hockey left. It starts with this second period. And as we were talking in the break, when you have to win the period, this is the most important part, is winning this period. Yep. And getting yourself back into a position to get back into this one. MVU deep inside their own zone. Bissett throwing a pass off the boards. King getting that one towards the blue line. It's out to neutral ice. Pinching in after this one, Bissett at his own blue line, leaving it there for Renadette. Banks a pass off the boards to Sullivan. King, who can't handle the pass, and MVU once again clogged up in the neutral zone. 14:34 left, second period. Renadette chasing in after this one. Puck on the near side of the ice. Turnover there, a dangerous place to leave the puck, as White has it on his stick now at the blue line. He shovels a pass forward. That one goes just a little bit out of the reach of Sullivan King. MVU still having trouble gaining possession of the puck. White not able to hold the zone as that one just escaped the blue line. So we'll get a stoppage of play with 14:10 left, second period. Faceoff's going to come outside Woodstock territory.
They tried to get it behind their defense, but King was just a little bit offside.
Goal number 1 has to be to gain the red line and get that puck down deep.
Yep.
And MVU just having a hard time even getting to the red line. Costal is into the offensive zone, throws a shot on goal, sticked aside by Fournier. Dennett harassed immediately down low by Ian Coates. Dennett pinching that one off the boards, but held in by Little. He takes a shot on goal. Fournier equal to the task on that one. 13:48 left, second period. MVU breaking out of their own zone. Turnover at the blue line. Little trying to make a move there, leaves it there for Coates. Somerville takes a shot, gloved and held on. No rebound given up as Fournier holds on to that one. We'll get another stoppage of play with 13:40 left, second period.
We just talked in the intermission about flybys, meaning when Woodstock has the puck, an MVU player is coming at him and just whizzes by him. No, you have to take a piece of that guy. You don't have to flatten him, but you got to really get him away from the puck. I just saw 2 on that shift.
Harriman down low, leaving it there for Maxim. Maxim with a centering pass. That one's towards the blue line. Comes out to center ice where it's gathered by Beck Welch. Welch with a centering pass looking for Allegretti at the blue line, but that one was cut out neatly by Nick Bissett. 13:23 left, second period. Wasps throw it right back into the offensive zone. Reynolds around the outside of his own cage, turning the puck over there as Runstein lets that one go. That's on goal. No rebound given up as Fournier holds that one. We'll get another stoppage of play with 13:15 left, second period.
A little bit of a miscommunication there. I think they figured Mesher was headed for the boards, and he was headed for the middle of the ice.
Reynolds will settle in to take the draw against Allegretti, who wins that one back to Runstein. He takes a shot that hit Reynolds in front of the net and goes out to neutral ice. 13:08 left, second period. Puck now on the near side of the ice. Bissett goes right over the top of that one. Belrose chips that one off the boards. That one is not held in at the blue line. So we'll get a stoppage of play on the offside call. 12:59 left, second period. Faceoff's going to come outside Thunderbird territory.
So they're trotting their third line back out there.
Now why is the faceoff coming inside the zone? It should be outside the zone.
It should be outside the zone. The guys were outside.
All right, they're going to correct it. The officials get together.
Yeah, it was a high pass, and their left defenseman caught it and carried it in.
Simple formality, that's all it was. Yeah. 12:56 left, second period. Wasps get that one back down deep. Dennett down below his own red line, making a move towards the center of the ice, gets a pass up ice. Can't be caught at center ice by Sullivan King. MVU has to restart inside their own defensive end. Pass up ice, turned over at neutral ice once again. 12:39 left, second period. Into the offensive zone, here comes Sullivan King down to the far side of the ice, centering a pass there, cut out by Cole Little. Puck at the blue line, not able to be held in by Dennett. He'll gain the red line and get that one right back down deep, but MVU has to tag up on the delayed offside. 12:23 left, second period. Wasps trying to get out of their own zone. 2-on-1 developing here. Little and Somerville into the offensive zone. Little takes a shot. He pushed that one just wide of the post. King into the offensive zone. Losing the puck there. Somerville right back up ice for the Wasps. Somerville into the offensive zone, cutting towards the center of the ice. Tried to take a shot there. Couldn't handle the pass. Avoids a hit. Somerville still has the puck on his stick, trying to feather a pass out to the center of the ice, but it's taken away here by Carter White. 11:52 left, second period. White takes a piece of his man. Ledoux into neutral ice, in over the blue line. Ben Ledoux pushing that one forward. MVU trying to get a little bit of offensive momentum going here. Wasps clearing the zone. Icing will be the call as soon as the puck makes it to the red line. 11:36 left, second period. We'll set up for an offensive zone draw here for MVU.
Dennett, Woodstock had a 2-on-1. That time, Dennett played it perfect. He made the guy shoot, and all Fournier had to do was worry about the shooter. But how many 2-on-1s has Woodstock given up?
None.
That's why they're ahead 3-0.
Offensive zone draw one there by MVU. Puck at the blue line. Miscommunication there, but Bissett able to get it back down deep. Woodstock trying to break out of their own zone now with Harriman, who's out to neutral ice. He's in over the blue line, takes a shot, gloved and held on by Fournier. Whistle goes. We'll get another stoppage play with 11:21 left, second period. Wasps with another offensive zone draw.
They've outshot MVU 5-1 so far this period.
As you mentioned, just doing all the right things. You know, it started with defense, and that defense has translated into a bunch of offense here with 11:15 left, second period. Connolly out to neutral ice. Connolly losing it there as Gagne picks it up at neutral ice, tries to get it into the offensive zone. Allegretti just inside his own blue line, pushing that one towards neutral ice. Turned over here. Here comes Maddox Gagne. Gagne trying to make a nice move around Costales, but he had a fantastic defensive effort. Turned over here. Connolly with the puck on his stick. Centering pass. Good job by Costales lifting the stick of Maddox Gagne. 10:46 left, second period. Centering pass. Oh. That one just went underneath the stick of Ryan LaRoche. That's into the MVU bench. So it'll be an offensive zone draw for MVU as Harriman flipped that one into the bench with quite a little bit of pace. 10:40 left, second period.
And MVU finally got in the zone, worked the puck around a little bit. Now you got to get some shots on goal.
Little will take the draw in against Reynolds. Reynolds wins that one back to the point. Dennett with a slap shot. Palazzo got a piece of that one and kicked it off to the far side of the ice. 10.5 minutes left, second period. Wasps pinned down deep inside their own zone. Belrose with a little bit of forecheck pressure, keeping the puck alive for MVU. Centering pass right out in front as Messier was on the doorstep. He pushed that one just wide. 10:19 left, second period. Skating out of his own end now is Cole Little. He loses the puck at his own blue line. Reynolds into the offensive zone. Centering pass looking for Belrose. That went just underneath his stick. Somerville back to collect inside his own defensive end. The Wasps trying to break out with 10:05 left. Second period. Turnover at neutral ice. Gilbert patrolling neutral ice. Gets that one down on goal. Little around the outside of his own cage. Pushing that one towards the far side of the ice. 9:53 left, second period. Dennett inside his own zone. Getting a pass up ice. Reynolds got just enough of that one as Messier chases in after it. Centering pass cut out neatly by Cole Little. Little out to center ice. 2-on-1 developing here. Little into the offensive zone. Gets that one over to Somerville. He has his pocket picked by A.J. Dennett. 9.5 minutes left, second period. Runstein collecting deep inside his own zone. Runstein with tons of time, surveying the territory in front of him with a centering pass, looking for Somerville. He gets the puck over to Coates, but it's cut out there. Here comes Bruzy. Bruzy into the offensive zone. He's upended. Arms are going to stay down. Rebound by Carter White. Went off the outside of the cage. Coates through center ice. Sullivan King right back up ice. Now gains the red line. He'll get that one into the offensive zone.
I think it was icing.
I think there was. I don't think the other official saw the arm up. So icing is the call, as Sullivan King just couldn't get the red line. So we'll set up for another offensive zone draw here for Woodstock with 8:55 left, second period.
And Bruzy was waiting for the puck. If he could have been moving a little faster, he might have outran him. But two of them guys tackled him, and that was the end of the rush.
Almost an odd man rush there for MVU. Maxim has the puck on his stick, gets it back towards the blue line. That hit a body in front. I'm not sure if Fournier got a piece of that one or not. Allegretti with a centering pass looking for Harriman. Harriman in the house area. MVU trying to break out of their own zone. 3-on-2 developing here as Carter White is up ice. Carter White in over the blue line. On the far side of the ice. Backhanded pass right out in front. Good save by Palazzo as he got the stick on that one. 8:27 left, second period. Another good opportunity for MVU as they're getting a couple here in this second period. Bodies flying all over the place, and MVU is going to take a penalty now as White is going to go to the box.
All that action, and it's a holding penalty?
Yeah, bodies flying all over the place.
It must have been when he got knocked down and he held his stick or held him from getting up.
But as we were talking about, so this is the first penalty of the game for either team.
Yep.
But this is what we were talking about. You know, down 3-0, you for sure can't take penalties. You know, I didn't exactly see what happened, so I can't sit here and say, you know, it wasn't a bad penalty. You know what I mean? I don't think it was an egregious penalty, but nonetheless, MVU will be down a skater, and this will be the first time we see the Wasps on the power play. Costales at the top of the zone, surveying the territory in front of him. Leaves it off there. Somerville gets it back over to Costales on the far side of the ice. Skip pass over to Allegretti. Allegretti takes a shot pass towards the center of the ice.
Looking for the tip.
Costales keeps the puck alive for Woodstock. He takes a shot that hit a body in front. Reynolds pinches that one forward and is able to relieve the pressure for MVU. 7:47 left, second period, and a minute and a half left on the Carter White minor. Wasps setting up the offense inside the defensive zone. They'll get the puck towards the blue line. Coates with a centering pass looking for Costales into the offensive zone. Costales centering pass right out in front. Puck still loose as Little had an opportunity at that one.
Two of them did.
Costales gets that one back down to Coates. He'll drop it off for Little. 7:23 left, second period. Just over a minute left in the power play for the Wasps. Allegretti sets up shop. Skip pass over to Somerville. Back up top to the zone. Allegretti setting up shop in the office. Takes a shot. That one just went wide. May have hit a body in front. 7:08 left, second period. Puck on the far side of the ice. Little chips that one down low. Dennett trying to get it towards the blue line. Turned over there as Costales was manning the blue line. Keeps it alive for the Wasps. Costales around the outside of the zone. Looking out in front. Costales now on the far side of the ice. Skip pass looking for Allegretti at the far faceoff dot. 6:49 left. Slap shot just went wide. Shot on goal from Somerville. Coates right out in front. Net comes off, I believe. MVU catching a break there as there was 4 Wasps inside that house area with 6:42 left, second period. 26 seconds left on the man advantage for Woodstock.
Woodstock is really moving the puck around very well, and MVU is just hanging on here. They got 26 seconds left.
Little going to win that draw back to Welch. Puck on the near side of the ice. Coates gets it back up to Welch, who takes a shot on goal. That one was blocked down in front. LaRush over to Messier. Short-handed. Messier has the puck there. Backhanding that one down deep inside the zone. Runstein reversing ice. Welch will be the first one there with 6:21 left, second period. 3 seconds left on the man advantage. So for all intents and purposes, that will kill off the rest of this penalty, and we're back to even strength. Somerville into the offensive zone. Somerville around the outside of the zone. Gets that one back up to the point. Welch with a D-to-D pass over to Runstein. He whiffs on that one. 2-on-1 developing the other way. Here comes Gagne. Gagne into the offensive zone. Takes a shot. Palazzo makes the save. Another save by Palazzo. Puck still loose out in front. Palazzo able to make 3 saves back-to-back. And MVU threatening here. Right out in front. Gagne tried to stuff that one home. Bissett now takes a shot. That one whipped just wide. Ledoux keeps that one alive for MVU with 5:37 left, second period. Gagne down low. Takes a bump. MVU trying to maintain some offensive pressure. Little tries to get that one towards the blue line. Finally able to exit the zone. Here comes Ian Coates in over the blue line. Coates takes a shot there. Push just wide. Somerville sets up shot behind the net. Trying to throw that one out front. Score! Somerville throws that one towards the center of the ice. I believe it went off of an MVU player and into the back of the net. And just like that, with 5:17 left, second period, Woodstock leaves 4-0.
I think hit Andrews a skate and went in. He was over on the other side thinking he was going to go around the net with it, and he didn't. When he came back, his foot weren't quite covering the post. It hit a skate and went in. And, you know, before that, MVU had a glorious chance to score. MVU had 4 shots within 15 seconds. And that's as many as they've had the whole game. And they just couldn't put it in. Woodstock goes down with their first pressure in quite a while, and they score.
It has not been for a lack of effort here in this second period, but MVU just not being able to catch any breaks as that one's pushed just too far. Icing will be the call. 5:05 left, second period. So Marshall Somerville going to get the 4th goal for the Woodstock Wasps. And that road just got even harder for MVU.
That's a real tough one right there to swallow.
Face-off won by the Wasps.
Got icing again.
They'll throw it the length of the ice. 5 seconds elapsed on that one, so we'll set up for another offensive zone draw for MVU with 5 minutes left here, second period.
But the song playing is Under Pressure.
That's kind of fitting, right?
Yeah, that's kind of fitting.
Puck on the near side of the ice. Dennett holds it in at the blue line. Snaps a shot on goal. Can't make it there as Woodstock got in the way of that one. Harriman right back up ice now for Woodstock. In over the blue line on the far side. Centering pass looking for Maxim. That one went underneath his stick. Puck out to neutral ice. Messier can't get a piece of that one, but it was tipped along the way at some point. Icing waved off. Shot on goal from Dennett. Scooped and held on by Dominic Palazzo, who has had a very good second period and has remained tall in net for Woodstock.
When he weathered that storm with 4 shots, it was 3 out right off and then one a little bit shortly after. That, I wouldn't say that's a game saver, but that's the kind of goaltending you need.
Well, that set up the scoring chance to get that 4th goal for Woodstock. And now instead of a 3-1 game, now you're looking at a 4-0 game.
Yep,
so, exactly. So I truly believe that is a game-saving, game-changing save at this point in the game.
It's a 2-goal swing.
MVU into the offensive zone, centering pass. Belrose whacking away at that one on the side of the net. Little comes out of the scrum with the puck, centering pass as Messier was trying to get that one out front. 4:07 left, second period. Puck on the far side of the ice, dropped off here. Here comes Belrose, takes a shot, that one off the iron. Another opportunity from Reynolds, saved by Palazzo. MVU with a couple more opportunities here in this second period. Reynolds throws that one up ice. Ledoux turning it over there as Somerville gains the red line. He'll get that one back down deep for Woodstock. 3:40 left, second period. Ledoux deep inside his own zone. Turning it over there to Cole Little. Connolly inside his own zone around the outside of his own cage. Dropping it off there for Belrose. Throwing a pass out towards Reynolds. That one was just a little too hot to handle. Puck at neutral ice. Gathered here by Dennett. He loses the puck at neutral ice. It's thrown down on goal by Connolly. Shoveled aside by Palazzo. 3:15 left, second period. That one's going to go the length of the ice. We'll get another stoppage of play for icing with 3:11 left, second period, and Woodstock still leading 4-0.
Andrew came out to play that. He almost did. But Need some life, guys. I've seen flashes of it the last couple, 3 shifts here.
The road may be long, but it's not over.
No. Woodstock scored 4 goals in a period and a half.
Puck on the near side of the ice as Harriman's trying to get it out of the zone. It barely escapes the zone as MVU has to tag up on the delayed offside. Under 3 minutes left, second period. Puck at neutral ice, gathered here by Ryan LaRush. He's into the offensive zone, pushed just a little bit too far ahead. And MVU has to recollect and get that one down deep. 2:45 left, second period. Puck down in the far corner. Allegretti shovels that one free. Costales gets it to the near side of the ice. Held in by Renadette. He'll throw that one back down deep. LaRush will be the first one there, down inside the far corner. 2.5 minutes left, second period. Scrum for the puck there. Coming out of that one is MVU as Bissett throws a shot on goal. Palazzo got his stick on that one. Costales trying to clear the zone. Pushes that one towards the roof. That's the second time I've seen a puck hit the roof. And I don't think I've seen a single one all season,
no.
And that's 2 in this game.
But Costales knows, okay, they got us pinned. Let's get rid of it. So we can take a face-off down here. I wouldn't say he wanted to hit it into the roof, but...
Crucial face-off for MVU as they win that one back. Renadette at the blue line, takes a shot, hit a body in front. Shot on goal by Bruzy. Puck still loose on the side of the net. MVU trying to get it back out front. Pinching down from the blue line was Renadette, keeping that one alive as Bruzy spins and shoots that one towards goal. Palazzo got a piece of that one. This one should make it all the way for icing. So we'll get another stoppage of play with 2 minutes and 1 second left here in the second period.
I've got MVU out shooting Woodstock this period, 12-9. And again, with 12 shots, you should score at least 1 goal. But it's that puck luck we talked about.
White pushing that one forward. Costales is the first one there. Whips it towards the near side. Held in by Dennett. That shot hit a body and goes off behind the net. Pinching down from the blue line is Dennett. He takes a shot. That one went just wide. Puck at the blue line now. Gilbert keeping that one alive for MVU. Whips it back to the far side of the ice. Dennett pinching down. Another shot goes through the blue paint. And Woodstock trying to escape the zone. If Coates was able to pick up the puck cleanly, he had Somerville cutting at the blue line. 90 seconds left here, second period. MVU back up ice. Gilbert can't handle that pass. Is held in by Carter White. White around the outside of the defense. White has the puck on his stick. Centering pass shot.
There we go.
MVU on the board with 1:18 left. Here in this second period, it's Lucian Gilbert gonna get his first goal of the season. And that will provide a little bit of life for MVU here in the late stages of this second period.
And Lucian's been out for quite a while, and they missed him. He's got good hands. He's a smart hockey player. On that one, I didn't know if White touched it in front, but must be it went off a defenseman or hit the goalie and went in. Now, who knows? Could this be the fire they need to get them going?
There's still time in this second period to get another one if they can get on it fast here with 1:15 left, second period. Puck at neutral ice. Taken here by Renadette. Snapping a pass towards the blue line. Reynolds at neutral ice, turning the puck over to Allegretti. Renadette looking up ice. Runstein got in the way of that one as Maxim throws that one into the offensive zone. Under 60 seconds left, second period. Bissett behind his own net, leaving it there for Messier. Messier out of his own end at the blue line. Messier around the outside, in over the blue line. Messier dropping it off for Belrose. He'll pinch that one down deep. Centering pass shot. Bo Reynolds with 39 seconds left, and MVU has cut the lead in half.
That play right there. Reynolds was standing all alone, and there was a Woodstock defenseman standing in front of him and not guarding him. You know, Woodstock does these things too. It ain't just them. I talk about MVU a lot, but, you know, other teams make mistakes, and you have to take advantage of them. And that time, Woodstock made a huge mistake, and Messier carried it in. I don't know if he got the assist or not, but they found Bo Reynolds in front, and chipped it into the open side.
MVU scores 2 goals in 29 seconds and cuts the lead in half here in the second period. And they're not done yet with 30 seconds left in this second period. Out to center ice. Here comes Gagne, pushing it towards the blue line. Delayed offside. LaRoche has to wait for everybody to get back on side. Has it there. Runstein at neutral ice, leaving it there for Little in over the blue line. Has his pocket picked. Puck still in the middle of the ice. 8 seconds left. Here comes Ledoux, pushing it towards Gagne. Runstein taken out of the play. 3 seconds left. And that will do it for the end of the second period, which saw 3 goals, 2 by MVU in the last minute and 18 seconds. And MVU has cut the lead in half and has the momentum going into the third period.
And really, that whole second period, and I had MVU for 14 shots and Woodstock with 9. That whole second period, I thought MVU played as well as Woodstock. And then the last 4 or 5 minutes, I thought MVU was really the dominant team, but we talked about it, they got robbed on 2 or 3 times, and, you can hang your head, but credit to boys. Getting these 2 goals now, it's anybody's game coming in this third period.
Now, this is the tough part, right? The last minute and 18 seconds, you score 2 goals. Now you got to sit for 12 minutes.
Yeah.
And now you have to all that energy that you just built up and all that momentum that you just gained in the last minute and 18 seconds of that second period. Now you have to sit for 12 minutes and you have to think about what you just did.
Yeah, the end of the period couldn't have come quick enough for Woodstock right there.
Yes.
Because MVU was really getting in on the goalie, getting the puck deep, causing some turnovers down low. All the things you have to do to win. And they really did a good job the last half of that period probably.
Reynolds gets his 6th of the season. Gilbert going to get his 1st of the season. And that end of the period is exactly how you needed it to go for MVU, because I even saw a lot of heads starting to hang towards the end of that second period.
Oh, certainly. And the third line had a shift before they scored their goals, and Brucey was on there, and I'm going to say it was
Sullivan King was out there as well.
Sullivan King out there, and Carter White. And they really had Brucey had a couple shots. They really had a good shift. They didn't score, but they showed the rest of the guys, okay, we can do this. And the next couple shifts out, they get 2 goals. So 4-2 going into the third. Their prospects look a lot better now than they did 5 minutes ago.
So what, again, you do all this at the end of the second period. Now you got to sit for 12 minutes. What's the message from the coaching staff? You're in the room. What's the message you're saying to the boys here coming into this third period?
I would say, look, guys, Woodstock will make mistakes just like we make them. The first couple periods, the bounces didn't go our way, the luck didn't go our way. We made some critical mistakes. I don't know how many odd man rushes they gave up. MVU gave up that period. I know they gave up 3 or 4 of the first period. They scored on 2 of them. But we just have to do that kind of thing. We cannot give them odd man rushes. We can't pinch. Now, as the time winds down, if there's still 2 goals down with, say, 6-7 minutes, yes, now we got to start taking chances. Well, I would tell the boys, guys, we got to play defense as well as we did that period, and see if we can get another one right off, and keep working that. But we can't give Woodstock anymore. I mean, not whether we score 2 goals or not, we can't afford to give Woodstock any more goals. And we got to make sure we shut them down, and then go to work like we did there. Keep the puck in their end, get the forecheck going, and cause some turnovers. And when Woodstock's ahead 4-0, they think they can't do nothing wrong. Well, now that's shattered because they just gave up 2 goals in the last minute and 18 seconds.
Right.
So, I'm hoping MVU comes out like a gangbuster. You never know how a hockey team's going to come out. But, come out like gangbusters and really, really want it like they did the last 5 minutes of that period.
And something they did in that second period, especially in the late stages of the second period, that they hadn't done in the first period, is crash the net.
Yeah, well, they couldn't because the puck was never down there. But they've been getting the puck down below the goal line. Now you can crash the net, for baby steps.
Yeah. Before we take a break, we want to take a moment to thank all of our community sponsors that make all of our live sports coverage possible. Splish Splash Clean and Clear, Northwestern Rehab Services, Notch Vermont, My Healthy Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, Stones Auto Repair, St. Albans, and East Fairfield, and the Collins Burley Sports and Fitness Center. And as always, if your business would like to help sponsor all of our live coverage, reach out to Paul Snyder at northwestaccess.tv or call 802-782-8676. After 2 periods of play, Woodstock leads MVU 4-2, setting up for a photo finish here in the 3rd period. We'll be back with the 3rd period of action right here on Northwest Access TV. Don't go anywhere. We're back live here on Northwest Access TV. I'm Morgan Stanton, joined alongside by a win parity. 15 minutes left to see who travels to Hartford to play in the next round of the playoffs. MVU trailing 4-2, but with some inspired play at the end of that second period.
They got the puck down deep. They got it behind their defenseman, and both MVU's goals were scored by play that started down deep. And if you take how did Woodstock score their goals? Well, they scored 3 off the rush. You don't want to be giving up goals off the rush, But no, MVU did a good job going to the net, getting the puck to the net, and they were rewarded. And the last one, a Woodstock defenseman was standing there, not covering Bo Reynolds, and Bo had half the net to shoot at, and he don't miss very many of them.
Right.
So, again, there was some really good shifts toward the end of that period, and I'm hoping they come out the same way. And they're starting their third line.
It has to be a tale of thirds in this period. You have to win that first third of the period. That first 5 minutes is so crucial for MVU in this third period that there's a lot of pressure on that first 5 minutes.
And this is a line that I thought got it started for MVU. They really had a great shift before. Whoop, right there. A great shift before MVU scored.
Pinching down from the blue line, keeping this one alive was Bissett momentarily. MVU chasing after the puck inside their own end. Renadette inside his own zone. Get that one up to Bruzy. Off of his stick, Costales collects just inside his own blue line. He'll get that one out to neutral ice. It's banged out of the air as Renadette gets that one down deep. 14 and a half minutes left. Centering pass. Palazzo got a piece of that one. It's iced all the way down. We'll get a stoppage of play with 14:26 left. Third period. And MVU, with some inspired play from Cole Renadette, getting the puck towards the front of the net, gets their first scoring chance here in this third period.
And I think it was White in front. Palazzo did a good job with that puck. Otherwise, if it had bounced out front, it might be a 4-3 game.
Face off. Won by MVU towards the center of the ice. Coates has the puck on his stick, pushing it ahead, looking for Little. Race after the puck on this one. It'll make it down to the red line for icing. So we'll set up for another offensive zone draw for MVU with 14:14 left, third period.
Again, it's a lot of time left. I wouldn't do anything crazy defensively. You don't want Woodstock to have any more goals.
No, and right now you have Woodstock on their heels.
Yes,
you can tell.
You can
right
just looking at
yes, they are on their heels right now. This is a heavyweight bout, and you got them on the ropes. Now it's time to put one in the back of the net. MVU wins the opening draw.
Wow.
Inside the offensive zone, thrown towards the front of the net. Costales trying to get out of his own zone, turning the puck over there. Reynolds has the last goal for MVU. Drops it off there. Belrose into the offensive zone. Picked up by Reynolds. Messier takes a shot on goal, sticked aside by Palazzo. Pitching down from the blue line is Gilbert. Centering pass. Cut out there by Costales. He pushes it towards the far side of the ice. Somerville can't clear the zone. Puck on the far side of the ice as Costales chips that one out to neutral ice. Chipped into the defensive zone for MVU. Dennett inside his own zone, snapping a pass towards the center of the ice. Into the offensive zone. Here comes Connolly. Connolly takes a shot on goal. Good save by Palazzo as he held on to that one. No rebound given up. And it's thrown right back down in by MVU. 13:20 left, third period. Costales inside his own zone, gets that one over to Somerville. Somerville wheeling around one, out to neutral ice, takes a bump there. Arms are going to stay down as that was a clean hit from Connolly. 13:07 left, third period. Welch inside his own defensive end, towards his own blue line, gives that one up to Somerville. Centering pass, Allegretti through neutral ice, gets that one down, shot, score! Allegretti just flipped it down on goal, and it hops over the pad of Fournier.
I'm surprised more teams don't do that, like on a dump-in or something, because that puck that bounces in front of the goalie is a tough one to stop. I mean, it doesn't look it's like trying to hit a knuckleball. It ain't going very fast, but it moves. And that one bounced right through the 5-hole.
Well, Reed Allegretti puts Woodstock up 5-2. Dennett pinching down from the blue line. Palazzo kicks that one off to the side. Woodstock back out to neutral ice. Connolly up ice looking for Gagne. Taken here by Costales in over the blue line. He'll get that one down deep. Ledoux, the first one there in the near corner. His pass picked off at the blue line. Costales gains the red line, gets that one down deep. Puck on the near side of the ice. Chasing in after this one is Coates. He'll push that one down deep inside MVU territory. Coates still battling hard down below the red line. MVU out of their own zone now with Ryan LaRoche. LaRoche in over the blue line. Loses the puck there as Costales throws it back towards the blue line. Little up ice now in over the blue line. Loses the puck there as Dennett picks it up inside his own defensive end. 11:54 left, third period. Costales just inside his own defensive end. Gets Somerville cutting through the center of the ice. He'll get that one back down deep and head off to the bench for a line change. Renadette out from behind his own net. Centering pass just goes over the stick of Gover. And MVU once again having a hard time getting out of their own zone. MVU turning the puck over once again. It's into the offensive zone. Chasing in after this one is Welch. He'll be the first one there. Throwing it towards the blue line. Gover picking it up there. Puck at the blue line. Renadette trying to hold it in for MVU. Gover centering that one. Chipped up by Kelton Maxim. Bissett into the offensive zone. Chipping that one down deep. 11:05 left, third period. Runstein, the first one there. Chipped off the boards. Allegretti in over the blue line on the near side. Has his pocket picked by Renadette. He throws it right back into the offensive zone, but it's gathered by Costales with a D-to-D pass over to Welch, who's through center ice. He'll throw that one down on Fournier. We'll get a stoppage of play, as I believe it was a delayed offside.
I think it was offside.
Shot goes down on goal, so offside will be the call. 10:47 left, third period. MVU trails by 3.
You can tell some of the air's gone out of the building. I mean, it happens. There ain't nothing you can do about it, but there's another
dangerous shot there as Costales let that one go from outside the blue line. 10:35 left, third period. MVU trying to break out of their own zone. Turning it over there. D-to-D pass as Roy Lance gets it over. Little now through the center of the ice. Little around the outside. Backhanded opportunity. Coates was on the doorstep for the second chance opportunity, not able to push that one by. MVU right back up ice. Roy Lance trying to get it towards the blue line. Thrown out, and icing will be the call. 10:11 left, third period. Faceoff's going to come back down inside Woodstock territory.
And Casales is wondering why there wasn't a cross-check or something on the previous play. Referee's giving him the details.
I didn't really see anything egregious. I thought it was a clean hit. Puck had just left. Shot on goal just goes wide. That one came from the point. Dennett pinching down from the blue line, trying to get it down around the outside of Costales. Harriman.
There's a penalty.
There should have been an interference there as Gagne took out Harriman, but arms are going to stay down. Dennett right back up ice with a blind pass to the opposite side of the ice. Puck at the blue line. Gilbert keeping that one alive. Snaps a shot on goal, looking for a tip out in front. Roy Lance battling down deep with Gagne. Puck below the red line. Thrown out by Costales. Allegretti with a centering pass. That misses everybody. MVU right back up ice now as LaRoche gets that one into the offensive zone. Turned over here. Here comes LaRoche. LaRoche takes a shot. Palazzo gets that one in the chest. No rebound given up. We'll get another stoppage to play with 9:21 left, third period.
Again, Palazzo has done a really good job with his rebounds.
Yep.
Not that that's a hard one. When it's in your chest, it's pretty easy to hang on to, but still, he hasn't given a lot of rebounds.
White will take the draw in against Little. White wins that one back. Renadette whips that one just wide. Puck's going to escape the zone. Foot race after this one. Bissett will be the first one there. Down around the outside of his own cage with 9:10 left, third period. Turned over here. Coates takes a shot. That one was labeled for the upper corner and going just wide. King trying to punch that one towards the blue line. White getting involved on the offensive end. Here comes Little. Little on the near side of the ice takes a shot. That one goes up and out of play, so we get another stoppage of play with 8:55 left, third period. MVU trailing by 3.
It is almost crunch time here. They need 3. Do you have a defenseman join the rush? Do you take some chances down in the zone here? I think you have to, because you need 3.
And you have to get one pretty soon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is pretty much crunch time.
Face off to the left of Fournier. One back by MVU. Puck at the blue line. Costala is throwing that one towards the net. It went wide. Renadette collecting inside his own defensive end, getting that one up towards the blue line. Here comes MVU. Chasing in after this one was Belrose. It's thrown here by Maxim. In over the blue line. Maxim takes a shot there. He's knocked off the play. MVU gets that one down the length of the ice. Icing will be the call. 8.5 minutes left, third period, and we'll set up for an offensive zone draw here for the Wasps.
Bo Reynolds just showed why it is so important not to fly by a guy that has the puck. He took him, he didn't kill him, he just knocked him off the puck, and the first guy that came after him did fly by. So kudos to Bo Reynolds.
Shot on goal, that one just went wide. Puck on the near side of the ice now with Connolly. Connolly takes a bump there. Costales bangs it right back towards the blue line. Here comes Coates. Coates into the offensive zone around the outside. Backhanded pass out in front. Slap shot from Little. Good save by Fournier as he got a piece of it. 8:10 left, third period. MVU out towards neutral ice. Connolly in over the blue line. Has the puck still glued to his stick. Connolly got to get it towards the net. Good job by Cole Little getting down on one knee and not allowing that pass to go to the center of the ice. 7:57 left, third period. Puck on the near side of the ice. Coates bangs that one out to neutral ice. Connolly collects inside his own defensive end with 7:48 left, third period. LaRush gets that one up ice now to Gagne in over the blue line. Gagne looking for Dennett in the offensive zone. Somerville, 3-on-1 developing there. If Somerville could have gotten the pass off.
But you got to take chances now.
7.5 minutes left, third period. MVU battling hard down below the red line. Pinching down from the blue line. Now as Coates has it there. Gagne gets that one down deep. Gover, centering pass at the blue line. Held in by Gagne.
Yes, there's one!
Maddox Gagne from the blue line. And MVU gets their third of the night. They trail 5-3 with 7:14 left, third period.
On that play, they took a chance at the blue line. And as you say, it'd have been a 3-on-0 if he didn't keep it in.
Well, and I don't know if you noticed this, Win, but Gagne kept the puck alive down in Woodstock's zone. He was headed off to the bench for a line change. The puck popped free to the blue line, and he saw it, and he wheeled around. He was headed to the bench for a change. Right back up ice now is Gover. He takes a shot. Palazzo gloves and holds on. No rebound given up. 7:08 left, third period. So he was headed off to the bench, and he saw the puck pop free, and he turned right around and took the shot from the blue line.
He's, as I say, he's a very heady hockey player, and I like the way he plays. He plays it, with a little bit of an edge.
White down below the red line, working on Allegretti. Puck on the side of the net, right out in front, goes through the blue paint. 7 minutes left, third period. MVU threatening inside the offensive zone. Bassett holds it in there, gets that one down deep, goes underneath the stick of Sullivan King. It's into the far corner. 6:50 left, third period. Puck not held in at the blue line. Bassett has to go backwards as Renadette has it on his stick. He'll get the puck down deep. 6:40 left, third period. Costales down below his own red line, getting that one up to Harriman. He's out to neutral ice. Harriman in over the blue line. He'll take a shot on goal. That hit a body in front, doesn't make it on goal. Costales at the blue line, snaps a shot on goal. Gover got in the way of that one. Gover now through neutral ice. Has the puck at his own blue line. Thomas Gover surveying the territory in front of him, skating up ice now. Gover into the offensive zone, drops it off for Sullivan King on the far side of the ice with 6:10 left, third period. Allegretti deep below his own red line. He loses the puck there as Runstein's trying to skate out of his own end. Messier right back up ice now, cutting towards the center of the ice. Harassed there, pinching down from the blue line was Gilbert. Couldn't get there in time. At 5:55 left, third period. Dennett inside his own defensive end. Crunch time once again for MVU as they're down 2. Reynolds through center ice. Somerville's going to throw that one the length of the ice. We'll get a stoppage of play for icing with 5:44 left here, third period. And MVU with some more life here in the late stages of this third period.
They're doing what they have to do. I got MVU for 9 shots and Woodstock for 2. and one of them was that fluky goal that went in. So they're really shutting Woodstock down now. Now they just need a couple more goals.
Puck down below the red line. Belrose taken out of the play. Messier bumps off his man as Little still has the puck inside his own defensive end. 5.5 minutes left. Little throws that one down on goal, hit a body in front, and goes harmlessly off behind the net. 5:26 left, third period. Puck on the near side of the ice. Messier gets that one up ice now to Reynolds. Reynolds through center ice, still maintains possession of the puck, looking for reinforcements off the bench. Welch takes it away there, shoveling a pass up for Little. He's taken out of the play, but comes back and gathers the puck. Coates has the puck on his stick. He'll throw it the length of the ice. Can't gain the red line, so icing will be the call with 5:06 left, third period, and MVU still trailing by 2.
Right now, Woodstock is in panic mode. You know, they went the first couple periods. They wouldn't have made that play. They would have stepped 2 more strides and dumped it in. But now they just want to get it out of their zone.
Allegretti will take the draw in against LaRush. LaRush winning that one back. MVU not able to get it to the point. Renadette with a shot. Hit a body in front, pops up and out of play. So we'll get another stoppage play with 5 minutes left, third period.
What happened there is the puck was on edge.
Yeah.
And you never know what's going to happen when you hit it on edge.
LaRush wins that one back. Renadette takes a shot that hit a body in front. LaRush around the outside of the cage, trying to wrap that one around. Bissett takes a shot, that one whistled just wide.
Just wide.
Renadette trips on the play. Harriman chasing in after this one. He's going to take a penalty. As Renadette got a piece of Harriman going by. Hook should be the call.
And that is.
So MVU is going to skate to the box. They take a penalty with 4:41 left, third period. It's going to be Cole Renadette going 2 minutes for a hook. And I don't think he necessarily had to take that penalty because I coming across from the opposite side was Nick Bissett. Nick Bissett had him covered. And you don't know that as a defenseman with your back to the center of the ice, but you know it's just an unfortunate penalty here with 4:41 left.
You got to wonder how aggressive they're going to be.
Allegretti with a shot on goal. Fournier got a piece of that one. Ledoux trying to get that one towards the blue line, able to relieve the pressure. Costales brings the puck back inside his own blue line. Costales over to Allegretti. They're content to just skate around the neutral ice as Coates will get that one back down deep. Dennett with the puck on his stick, getting it back up towards the blue line. Costales at the blue line on the far side, gets that one down low. Little has the puck there, trying to get it back to Allegretti on the far side of the ice. Turned over here. Here comes Dennett. Dennett shorthanded into the offensive zone. He takes a trip there. Arms are going to stay down.
That's the kind of effort you're looking for right now from MVU.
Well, you have to push, even down a man. You have to push. As Costales' shot hits Ledoux out in front. Allegretti has possession of the puck, gets it back up top. D-to-D pass. Little on top of the zone, takes a shot. Fournier's going to hold on to that one. 3:37 left, third period, and 56 seconds left on the Renadette minor.
That's Woodstock's third shot on goal this period. And MVU has 9. But I wouldn't be waiting for him at center ice here. You need a goal pretty soon.
Need one of those magic shorthanded goals from Ryan LaRush right about now. 3.5 minutes left. Third period. Woodstock through center ice now with Cole Little in over the blue line. Little puts the brakes on there. He'll get the puck on the near side of the ice. Tries to get that one down to Somerville. Puck's down low. Coates has it there. He takes a bump from Nick Bissett with 3:12 left, third period, and 30 seconds left on the penalty to MVU. Costales up top. Rebound right out in front. On the doorstep was Little as he pushed that one just wide. Somerville holding that one in on the near side of the ice. 2:57 left, third period. Puck pops up. Coates took a shot. Coates was on the doorstep.
I can't believe the referee would call just MVU for this.
I don't know.
Not with the situation of the game. If he wants to call 2 guys, that's one thing.
And he's going to.
Yeah, and that's the right call. I mean, the referee, these guys have done this for a while. And, who went in and knocked him down? Was it
Ryan LaRoche?
Ryan LaRoche?
Yeah, LaRoche is going to sit for 2 minutes for a rough, and Little's going to go to the box 2 minutes for roughing as well.
Yeah, and that's the right call. So if this was a regular season game, the first period, maybe LaRoche would have been called, because I don't know how aggressive Little was in on the Fournier, but as I say, these guys have done this a while, and they know what's going on.
And they've called a very tight game. They've been very they've been very even on both sides, and they've let the boys play.
Yeah, I think they've called an excellent game. Some of these penalties up here, we thought maybe they could be called, but if they're not calling them, they don't call them. And it's been the same for both sides.
2:51 and left in this one. MVU will be shorthanded for another 9 seconds. Somerville wheeling around at neutral ice and over the blue line. Gets that one over to Coates, who gets it back down deep. Dennett, first one there. 2:40 left, third period. We're back to even strength. King up ice now with a centering pass. Streaking across the center of the ice is Thomas Gover. Centering pass. Cut out there by Costales. Costales through center ice. Still has the puck on his stick and over the blue line. Has his pocket pick there. Gover elects to go backwards. Dennett there with 2:19 left, third period. He'll get the puck out to neutral ice. Runstein collects just inside his own blue line, whipping a pass to the far side of the ice, where it's taken here by Ledoux. 2:10 left, third period. Ledoux around the outside of his own cage, inside his own defensive end. King with the puck on his stick, trying to get it over to Thomas Gover. Gover at the blue line. Got to get the puck down deep if you're MVU. Yeah, Runstein throws it back towards the near side of the ice, where it's gathered by Costales. Under 2 minutes left, third period. Runstein gets that one over to Somerville. Centering pass into the skates of Allegretti, who kicks it out to neutral ice. Ledoux at the blue line. Takes his man out of the play. Foot race for this one. Ledoux, first one there. Gets it out to neutral ice. Got to keep an eye on Fournier. Get some John behind the play. I think they're going to send two. They're going to send Ledoux, and it looks like somebody's going for Woodstock. It's going to be Coates. Those two are going to go back for unsportsmanlike or roughing or something, as they were John behind the play. So 1:37 left. MVU still trails by 2. And are you 1:37 seconds left in your season? Fournier should be on the bench.
Fournier should be on the bench right now, because the face-off is down here. And that altercation back here, MVU was breaking in 2-on-1. They had a man over here on the side and a man cutting down through the slot. So did they waste a scoring chance?
And again, it's behind the play. I was looking up here, so I don't know who initiated and all that, but again, a good job calling both of them for the to go to the box. But on a play like that, if you're Woodstock and you initiate that on a rush for MVU coming back up,
they should be in the box. But again, Ben Ledoux came back at him, and Ben, you got to use your head here, buddy. If you could have put Woodstock a man down with 1:37, you stand a lot better chance of scoring 2 goals than you do without a man.
I'm telling you, when I was 15, 16, 17 years old, I don't know if I'm walking away either.
It's hard, and it's an emotional game, and I'm sure the boys are frustrated. They're down 2 goals to a team that finished last in the standings. But before the game, we talked about it. It ain't what you did in December and January, it's what you've done lately. And Woodstock has done a better job lately of playing roughly the same caliber teams. If you took the 3 teams and averaged them out that MVU played and Woodstock played, they'd probably be about average wins and losses. And Woodstock has played a better defensive game.
The faceoff should be down here.
If they call both of them, it's probably going to go wherever the altercation was, which is down there.
Okay. So it's going to be an offensive zone draw here for Woodstock. 1:37 seconds left in this one.
And arguably one of the best offensive players for MVU.
Now they have Sullivan King up on the board for 2-minute penalty. So MVU down a skater.
Yeah. Well, that's what they didn't need.
Penalty assessed number 8. Ian Coates, 2 minutes for roughing.
That's an interference penalty right there.
Puck up ice now. Harriman in over the blue line. Takes a bump there. Reynolds will pick up the puck inside his own defensive end. He'll ice the puck down, relieving the pressure for MVU. 1:08 left, third period. Costales out from behind his own net. Long lead pass. That's a mistake there, as it'll be an icing. So 60 seconds left on the clock. MVU with an offensive zone draw.
Fournier's
and you
coming
have
out.
to have Fournier come to the bench now.
Yep.
You have to.
Yep.
And I think Adam Fortin's going to take his time out here.
Yep. It's a tough situation, and I don't know what he did down there, but obviously they felt. I think they called 2 penalties on MVU and 1 on.
Yeah, that's what
because
I
heard a penalty for Woodstock being called also.
But
so,
and that's what I don't understand is that there was 1 MVU player, which
and
was
2
Ledoux, and there was 2 Woodstock players involved in that little altercation, and somehow MVU gets the minor penalty.
And somehow Sullivan King is in the box.
Yeah, I never.
He was.
I don't
even know if he was on the ice, but I don't know. When emotions are high, sometimes you don't think, and I don't know what King did, but.
Well, this isn't necessarily, being down a skater isn't necessarily a shot in the foot right now because you have an offensive zone draw. All you need to do is win a draw and get a shot on goal.
Yeah.
And we've said it all season long. Good things happen when you put the puck on net in high school hockey, and you have 60 seconds left to put 2 in the net, and you just put 2 in a minute and 18 seconds.
Yeah.
The period before.
Yeah.
So it is gut check time, but this team, with an offensive zone draw and a shot like from A.J. Dennett from the point, that's all you need right now.
That's who I would want to set up in the slot. We'll see if he's there. No, he's still going over to the boards.
So Reynolds will take the draw in against Allegretti. Allegretti wins that one back to Costales. Costales gets that one down deep. Messier, centering pass. Another opportunity right on the side of the net. Reynolds has the puck on the far side. Gets it over to Dennett. Dennett back towards the center of the ice. Takes a shot. Tipped down in front as Reynolds got a piece of that one. Reynolds taken out of the play. Backhanded there. Runstein comes away with the puck. 38 seconds left.
Icing.
Icing will be the call as it was thrown towards the empty net. 34 seconds left, third period.
And Ryan LaRoche can come out now. Again, he's one of their better offensive players. He had matching minors with somebody, but let's see. I don't know if they know who's coming out yet. Yep. LaRoche's on the point. Dennett on the point.
White will take the draw against Little, trying to punch that one towards the net. Costales trying to get it towards the blue line. Held in by Gagne. Got to get something going towards the net. Turned over here. Here comes Costales up ice. Costales at the red line, throwing it towards the empty net. Somerville is right there. He puts it in the back of the net. And Woodstock, with 20 seconds left, puts the nail in the coffin, and they now lead 6-3.
Yeah. You got to give MVU credit for they tried down here. I mean, when you pull your goalie, you still only got 5 skaters. It's pretty hard to keep the puck in the net. And this Woodstock team has Casales is, I think, their star player, but they got some other guys a little out there. And
Somerville played an amazing game.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys did play. They earned it.
Yeah.
They earned it here.
Yeah. And that hit by Bissett was just, and by Dennett.
And this is where it's with 10 seconds left.
Yeah.
It's bodies are going to start to fly and tempers are definitely going to flare as the horn will sound for the end of this one. Woodstock moving on. They will play Hartford in the next round of the playoffs. And right from the opening draw, they earned this victory.
Yeah, again, the start was important. They got 3 goals the first period. MVU made some mistakes. Woodstock took advantage. And we got a man down there. Well, I guess he's okay. But they took advantage. They scored. They had 3 odd man rushes. They scored on 2 of them. Give them credit. Again, it don't matter what your record is coming in. It's how you play. Just to go back, the last year we won. We went to the finals 2 years in a row. And this in the third year, or the fourth year actually, my last year, we were 6-14. That was our record. But we were playing good toward the end of the season. We gave up 4 goals in 4 games, and we ended up winning. So, the same thing could happen to Woodstock. As I say, the last 3 games they played them guys tough, and MVU had given up 19 goals their last 3 games.
It's hard to overcome 4 goals in high school hockey.
Yeah.
And Woodstock jumping out to a 3-0 lead in the first period, that's where the game was won.
Yeah,
was in that first period.
You can't say there are too many games are won in the first period. This game was won in the first period.
We want to take just a moment to really, acknowledge the seniors on this team with Bo Reynolds, who played an amazing season, Wyatt Belrose, Nick Bissett, AJ Dennett, and Logan Fournier hadn't played. Colby Young didn't play tonight.
Yep.
These guys, they had an outstanding career here at MVU, and it's heartbreaking to see this, to be in a position like this and to have your season end this way.
Yep.
It's heartbreaking for those guys.
It is, and this will be the game they remember. But hopefully the underclassmen learn from it, and I always like to look ahead to next year, and again, the seniors that played for MVU, a lot of them guys played when they were freshmen up through, because they were a little short people. Well, next year, they lose 6 this year. Next year, there is 15 coming in. 15. And you think the competition was tough this year to be on this team. Wait till next year. But Karen Fortin kind of runs the show here, or at least knows what's going on. She was telling me they want to try to have a U16 midget team. And that would be great for the guys that can't play on the high school team.
Right.
And keep these guys playing hockey. There is going to be a little bit of a drought coming. This year's Pee Wee team, again, I always look to the future.
Right.
But this year's Pee Wee team, I believe there's 12 people on it, and 5 or 6 were from St. Albans. So they're not going to play for MVU. Right. So when that group gets up, there may be a couple years where, especially at goaltending, the Pee Wee goaltender is from Milton. So he ain't going to play for MVU. So, Andrew is only a freshman, and they are going to have 5 goalies next year. There's 2 at the Bantam level, the 2 you have here now, and a kid that plays for the St. Albans Bantams is from Swanton. So he'll probably go. So you're going to have 5 goalies. So you ain't going to have a shortage of goalies.
Right.
But, again, they have and I've watched the Bantam team play. I haven't noticed the St. Albans Bantam team as much. That have 5 players from Swanton on it. But the Bantam team has 4 or 5 really, really top players. So competitive-wise, yes, A.J. Dennett, Bo Reynolds, and Colby Young, and, these guys, yes, they're going to be hard to replace. But the guys coming in and the guys who are still here have got that extra year of experience. So I would expect MVU. I thought this year, I think they have to be disappointed. Beginning of the year, not that I know everything, but I penned them in for roughly 10 or 11 wins, and they had 8. They just had some of them games where they didn't show up and they made too many mistakes. I would say next year they should be all at least that strong because of the people they got coming in and the people that are left.
And so. And all that aside, this has been one of my favorite years to watch this team play. The culture has been different with this team. The not give up attitude has been there for this team. And that's something that had kind of been lacking with the boys hockey program. They did play some inspired hockey this year. They fall a little short, but overall the message was received, I think, in the room, and they played hard all season long.
Yeah, I don't think you can fault the effort they put in. Now, where do you direct that effort? I think that was the problem. You know, is your effort directed at playing defense? No. Is your effort directed at trying to score goals or whatever? I think the effort is there, but where it is directed, I think, is what hurt them. Because they gave up too many easy goals and too many scoring chances. So, but anyways, on a better note, and I got to mention this because my daughter coaches the team, the U10 Tier 3, which are squirts, won their championship yesterday, ironically, against Woodstock. And, you know, so congrats to them. And both Missisquoi's, or Maha's, girls teams, one plays this afternoon and the other one plays tomorrow afternoon for the championship. So, you know, it ain't just about high school. No. Hockey is about everybody.
It's the community.
It's the community. And, you know, that was a big win for them yesterday. And, you know, they got something to look forward to. And I saw a lot of them in the stands here today. Yeah. So, you know, they'll be here. It goes quicker than you think. They'll be here in like 4 or 5 years. And, you know, who knows? But
well, and you know, something else to look forward to is the girls play Tuesday night here at 8 o'clock. They play Harwood in their first round of their playoffs. So you know, the girls are getting ready for that one. So there's still MVU hockey to be played here
certainly.
for this season.
And I expect the MVU girls. They've got 4 shutouts in their last 5 games. That's kind of what you want to see. They did have an off game against Stowe. They gave up 3 power play goals. But they had a week and a half to work on their penalty kill,
right?
And I'm sure Katie worked with them on it. But no, they look pretty good. And what we talked about earlier with the girls, with this, they were in 4th place at the time. With the schedule that Middlebury and Hartford had, I thought MVU would pass them in the standing, and they did. So that gives them that extra home playoff game. Now Middlebury, if Middlebury beats Stowe, and they beat Harwood, now they come here. Right. And I think we did the game, it was during their prom night or something, semi-formal night, and Middlebury beat them 5-2. I think you'll see a different game this year if that's how. I don't want to get ahead of myself.
No, we got to get to Tuesday night first.
Yeah, we got to win Tuesday night first. But they match up pretty well with Harwood. Harwood doesn't have a very high-scoring team, and the way the girls are playing defense now, all he needs one to win if they shut him out. So we'll see what happens.
Well, before we take off, we want to take one more opportunity to thank our community sponsors that make all of our live sports coverage possible. Splish Splash Clean and Clear, Northwestern Rehab Services, Notch Vermont, My Healthy Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, Stones Auto Repair, St. Albans, East Fairfield, and the Collins Burley Sports and Fitness Center. And once again, if your business would like to help sponsor all of our live coverage, reach out to Paul Snyder at northwestaccess.tv or call 802-782-8676. Also, just a reminder that Northwest Access TV is a non-for-profit organization, so if you enjoyed the coverage that you're seeing here, feel free to donate. You know, any little bit helps. Go to the northwestaccess.tv, the little tab in the upper right-hand corner. There's a drop-down menu. There's a donate button. Again, any little bit helps bring all of this live coverage to wherever you are. We'd also like to take one more opportunity to thank Northwestern Counseling and Support Services and the Afterglow Foundation. These 2 organizations have been working to prevent suicide deaths in our community. If you are concerned about yourself or a loved one, there are people in our community that can help. Reach out to NCSS 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on its confidential emergency services line at 802-524-6554. Then press 1. Or you can always call or text 988. One call, one text, or one chat could save a life. Want to thank Brian DeWicki once again on camera. As always, you do a great job. I say it all the time, but, you know, without you, I can't do my job as effectively. So we thank you for everything that you do following all the action. Also, Alan Cunningham, can't thank him enough for how much he does behind the scenes, making sure all these live streams go off without a hitch. And we, again, can't thank him enough for his efforts. So for everybody at Northwest Access TV, for Win Parity, I'm Morgan Stanton. We'll see you Tuesday night with the girls as they take on Harwood in their playoff game. So we'll see you Tuesday night right here on Northwest Access TV. Have a good night.